Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erica. Let's go ahead while my hot water cools down. Let's go ahead and jump on in. And yes, of course, I programmed my water with an intention. So as I drink it in, it's bringing in health and wealth. Thank you, so it is. So today I'm going to be doing the forecast for the collective. Now I am filming this for November 2021. However, just like all of my pick a card readings, just like all of my cards of the day or any reading on my channel, they're actually timeless. So let's say that you saw this pop up in January, and if it pops up or you just feel drawn to it and you want to click on it, go ahead, because the messages can still apply. So for example, if you happen to be in week 2 of January or any other month and this pops up, this forecast, go down to the description, the timestamps in the description below, and click on week 2 in this reading, and you can get a reading there and it can still apply to you. You can even go back to like previous forecasts and do the same thing and get yourself an extended reading. So remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video as you come in, and of course comment your thoughts below and share with others that you feel would benefit from hearing this forecast. Let me just get comfortable with my knee. Oh, okay. So today, well, I fixed my slipper that's falling off. Today I'll be working with 2 of my decks. This is the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck, and then this one is the Archer's Career Oracle deck. This one's got a holographic back, and if you're interested in either of these, the information on where you can go to get them will be below in the description. I'm also working with the Modern Witch Tarot, and this is the Native Spirit Oracle cards. So as always, you guys know how I do by now if you've been tuning in, but if not, if you're new, welcome. Good to see you, nice to meet you. I start off with a overall reading for the month. Like I said, this can be for any time that you see this video. It could be a timeless message, but I am also filming it for the forecast for November 2021. So I start off with an overall message for the month, and then I get into each week. So let's see what's going on. Truth be told, you know what, I want to clear the energy real quick. So if you're sensitive to noise, I'm gonna ring a bell really quickly. So I'm gonna count down if you want to turn it down for a moment, but I'm gonna clear the energy real quick. I'm gonna count down from 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can turn the volume back up if you chose to turn it down, or whatever it might be. So let's see what's going on. Universal messages for the collective. May they resonate with anyone and everyone who sees this whenever they see it. Truth be told. And I always tell people with my forecast, let it play out. It's gonna make sense later. But do remember that this is a general reading. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. The information on where you can go to book a personal reading with me will be down below in the description. Okay, so for the first message, we have the message of the Fool. November is calling in this energy of new beginnings, and it's also the number 11. It's a month 11, so 11 energy. When I think of the number 11, I do think of like the number 1 emphasized, in the sense of really needing to focus on self, needing to realize that you're in this new beginning stages of process of a new chapter. And so be very, very mindful of your thoughts. Like, we're human, right? So sometimes negative thoughts will creep in, but just be mindful in the sense that when the number 1 is present, or 11 or 1111, there's this energy of manifestation being in a strong way. So the number 1 reminds me of a wand as well. So kind of think of it as your wand is very powerful right now. So you want to try your best to focus on the things that you do desire to manifest, that you do desire to create, that you do desire to heal. So that's already coming through. And with the Fool, it's the number 0, and 0 is also a womb, and it's also a portal. So again, it's this new beginnings, it's a creation stage, it's giving birth to newness, either literally or symbolically. So it's also a time of going with the flow and being in flow and harmony, because when I see in this depiction of the Fool, she's listening to music. So I take this as to enjoy yourself, enjoy festivities. If you are taking part in any like holiday festivities or vacations or staycations, or take a vacation to be in flow and harmony if you need to, or a staycation if you can't actually like go anywhere further away. Maybe enjoy some good music or use music for manifestation, but also trust in divine timing. Move in faith. You may not have all the answers of where your one foot after the other is going to take you next, but trust that it's going to lead you on the right path as long as you keep moving forward and taking steps one day at a time, especially in November. And also some of you may, I see the dog here, so some of you may be connecting even further to your own sense of like instincts. Some of you may be desiring to see more loyalty from other people, or that you are just showing your loyalty to others as well. I'm feeling that as well. Some of you may just want to actually spend some more time with your fur babies, your fur animals, your familiars, things like that. So that's the first message coming up for November. Also, when I think of November, I think of, or rather, because it's an 11, I think of that being like pillars for information to be channeled through. So I feel, and I just saw 11 on my phone in the recording, it was 811. So actually, because that caught my eye, I feel like everyone needs to look up angel number 811 or 8111 and see what that means, because this is part of the reading and the message for all of us. You can also pull cards to see what it means for you specifically as well. But I think of it being like a pillar and like a place for energy and information to be channeled through. So a lot of us are going to be receiving a lot of really strong psychic information and downloads and clarity in and around November, or whenever you are seeing this message. So the ancient forest also flew out, so I'm gonna get to that. Let me just pull for each week. Okay, so November, or whenever you're seeing this, I am seeing the ancient forest. So the energy I'm getting from this is that during this time, we're going to be needing to tap back into knowledge that maybe has been overlooked or rebranded. For example, like, you know how people say, oh, new age beliefs, right? It's not really new age. It's ancient knowledge that has been there, but we had to re-access it, and so in some ways it got rebranded. So the ancient forest, on one hand, I definitely feel there's a need to like get out into nature if you can, or at least to maybe spend more time around plants or just getting some fresh air. But I also, what I'm hearing, this is the message of simplicity. Our ancestors survived with all the stuff we have now. Our ancestors were surviving without it. So what I'm feeling from this is simplicity, in the sense of like ancient forest, in the sense that everything we need, everything that we in order to survive, in order to gain knowledge, in order to know, we can access it through our ancestors. And the fact that once upon a time we lived life in more of a simple way. So I keep feeling like get back to the basics and to simplify your life, and to get rid of some of the clutter, some of the gadgets, or whatever it is, or at least spend some more time away from it if you can. Also, in terms of nature itself, trees itself, they hold wisdom. So maybe you just want to spend more time in nature if you can, with the intention of receiving answers to some of the questions that you have. That may be coming through as well during this time. Also growth, a lot of growth happening for a lot of us. I'm very all the green, all the growth in this. A lot of growth happening for a lot of us during this time. So growth doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it's not always easy and it takes patience, but it's happening. It's happening one way or the other. Sometimes it's even uncomfortable. Let's see what else is going on with the Archer's Discernment deck. Oops. That was too many. I won't take all those. Career is priority. So for a lot of us, there's a need to focus on handling our business, saving up money, or working towards a goal, or starting that business, or applying to that new job, or asking for that promotion or that raise, or researching or studying or going back to school, whatever it is. But for a lot of us, there's a need to focus on career. Career is or should be priority during this time for many of us. Let me put this back over here. So let's see what else is going on with the Archer's Career Oracle deck. And even though it's a career deck, you can apply the messages to any area of your life that if you feel it resonates. Okay. Influencer. So for some of you, you may actually be an influencer. Even if it's not the way that you automatically think in terms of like social media and stuff. In other words, you may be someone who actually has strong impact on someone specifically or other people in your life. So like, for example, a teacher is an influencer. Or for example, like a guidance counselor, or maybe you work in upper management, so you influence the people that you that work under you. Things like that. For some of you though, you may actually be a content creator and an influencer, like online or something like that as well. But however this resonates, either you being the influencer or some of you being highly influenced by someone else, this is coming through. I think what Spirit is trying to say is that be selective of who you allow yourself to be influenced by, and also be selective of what you want to put out and how you want to influence others. Because I do feel like during this time, there's a lot of people trying to influence each other one way or the other, or back and forth. So self-awareness is going to be key, because you don't want to be easily swayed one way or the other. And you also don't want to put out information or a false version of like who you are to the world, because all of that is going to have impact, all of that's going to have influence. So just be really mindful of who and what you're allowing to influence you, and be really mindful of how you are influencing, like what you are putting out to the world, because that can have influence and impact also, especially in terms of how you are viewed and perceived. So let's go ahead and get into each week. So week 1 for November, or whenever you're seeing this, the first message is the 4 of Cups. So there is a bit of energy of like just like discontent or bored or frustration with what you're seeing around you, whether it's around you in your home or around you in your surroundings, or something online, or how people are acting, or someone specifically. Maybe you're discontent with like feeling like you're not getting what you deserve. For some of you, you're feeling a bit over it, like on our sweatshirt it says over it. There's this energy of like also wanting to disconnect or take space. Some of you really need to put the phone down and disconnect or take space from being online, or from checking on certain people, cyber stalking. Some of you need to stop waiting for a certain text or communication, however it resonates. But the first week of November, or whenever you're seeing this, what Spirit is saying is don't settle. Don't settle. If you're not happy with what's being presented to you, don't settle. But also realize that the universe may be trying to get you to see something. The universe may be trying to get you to see where change needs to be made. The universe may be trying to get you to see certain red flags, or maybe even blessings. Maybe the universe is trying to show you that you have blessings, that they're sending you positive signs that there's good things to come, and maybe you're not seeing it because you're so caught in your head, or you're so caught in your feelings, whatever it is. So pay attention. This person, for example, in this, they're not even looking at the cup that's being offered, and I feel like the universe is like, for some of you, again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. For some of you, they're like, hey, we're trying to give you this blessing, we're trying to give you this opportunity or this clarity or what you need to know and hear right now, but you're just not really, maybe you're not ready to see or hear it. Maybe you just, that's not what you thought you wanted. But either way, it's what's best for you. So Spirit is like, hey, take it. But if you don't take it, you're going to keep being discontent with wanting something that may not be for you right now, whatever it is. So that's what I see right now with that. What I'm also seeing is the message of focused on self. So week 1 of November, whenever you're seeing this, there is a need to focus on yourself, to make sure that you're nurturing yourself, to make sure that you're not letting stress get the best of you, and that you're not sweating the small stuff, is what I just heard. I'm also seeing, though, that there is more money made. So for some of you, you may be seeing a financial increase in or around the first week of November, or for some reason you don't see it exactly in that time frame, then this is a sign that it's coming, it's on the way, that there is going to be more money made. Also in the sense of like, as you continue to focus on yourself and take the blessings that the universe is trying to give you, even if it's different than what you thought you wanted, then you can, in seeing the value in what you already have, and in seeing the value in terms of like maybe why certain things were removed, or why there's a new direction you need to go, and seeing the value in yourself more, the universe is going to reward you with more gifts, more blessings, more abundance, more things of value that matter to you, whether it's money or more freedom or more peace or more love, whatever it is. I also see Spirit, blah, blah, blah. There it is. Spirit Keeper of the East. So I'll be honest with this deck, I have no clue, because I did not read the guidebooks. Y'all know how I do. I rarely read guidebooks. But intuitively reading this, I am getting this energy of like the sun is rising and coming up again. So even though it may feel like the sun is further off in the distance, meaning the positive things that you want, the breakthroughs, the opportunity, the light at the end of the tunnel for some of you, it may seem like it's far off in the distance, but it's coming. It is coming. And I also see this as like peaceful energy. It's time to, again, tap into that peaceful energy and be at peace with self. Try not to worry, try to release. There's something beautiful on the horizon. There's something beautiful on the way being created. Going into week 2 of November, or whenever you see this, we have, what's interesting, this all kind of flows together. I see judgment, no more drama, and take accountability. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is, in week 2, that it's time to use your better judgment. Stop doing the same things you've done from the past, and really, remember how we talked about growth earlier? It's time to focus on the growth so that things continue to grow and evolve. There may be certain things feeling like they're being resurrected or coming up or being renewed from the past. So some of these things could be old feelings or old memories coming up. Some of these things could be people resurfacing. Some of these things can be scenarios that remind you of something from the past coming up all over again. And whatever it is for you, it's still this energy of using your best judgment to heal and move forward, and also to like listen to your higher self this time around, right? So I feel like this judgment is saying, really loudly saying, is like, you already know what's best to do. So are you going to do it this time and be strong? Even with all of these things being resurrected and resurfaced, because this is your second chance, is what I heard. This is your second chance, and second chances can bring success if you use your better judgment. So for some people, that second chance is completely walking away from something. to use your better judgment. For some people, the second chance is just being wiser about how you maneuver things this time, so that you can reach a sense of success, rather than going back to how things were before. But there's a need to use your better judgment now. You're smarter than what I keep hearing Spirit to say is, you're smarter than this, you're smarter than that. This time around, you are smarter. So handle it in a smarter way this time, however that resonates for you. I also see no more drama. So detach from drama. If someone always brings drama into your life, or if something is always bringing drama into your life, whether it's another person or something outside of you, or whether it's something that you keep doing to yourself, detach from drama. It is time to take accountability. You can't keep putting things on an external person or external situation. You have to make the better judgment call now to take accountability for you and your life in the direction that it is headed. Because I also see the message of ego medicine. So when I tap into this energy, first, it's wintry. So it may feel like you have been through a period of being in the cold, or feeling like things have been on pause or on freeze, or just not moving as much as you would like. Or maybe you have felt like maybe a little bit emotionally disconnected towards someone or something. That could be pertaining to some of the drama, or maybe you felt confused, and this is why Spirit is saying it's time to, or waiting for an answer, or for someone else to make a choice. Whatever it is, this is why Spirit is saying to take accountability for your life now, so that you can get things moving and flowing. Because Spirit is trying to bring you medicine. Spirit is trying to bring you healing. Spirit is trying to bring you clarity and answers. I also get this energy of knowing that you're divinely protected and watched over from Source, or an ancestor, or a loved one on the other side, or maybe even a fur baby that has transitioned and watching over you. I'm getting that energy coming through. So I feel like you're divinely protected, and to know that you're being lovingly watched over from above. Also, you may want to look up the spirit animal of an eagle, animal totem of an eagle, because that may be around the energy of week 2 of November, or whenever you're seeing this. And also, when I think of an eagle, they're so sacred because they fly so close to Creator. So I see this as well as your intuition is strong, and your connection to your higher self and to Creator is strong. So receive the downloads. Trust the intuitive downloads you're getting, the psychic downloads you're getting, the clarity you're getting from your higher self, because you already know what you need to do in order to make that judgment call, in order to have no more drama, and in order to take accountability. Some of you may want somebody else to take accountability, but you can't make somebody do that. You have to take accountability for your life, your actions, and how you want to move and live your life moving forward. And if they are not taking accountability, then you have to choose you, choose peace, choose yourself. Let's go into week 3 of November, or whenever you see this. 9 of Swords. There may be some anxiety going on, some emotional times. Some of you may have trouble sleeping. Try to rest as much as you can. Try to rest. Try to get out of your head. Some of you may be experiencing headaches, or maybe even ascension headaches. Some of you may just be overly emotional or overwhelmed. Some of you may actually feel like you need to cry. Now, cry could be happy tears and like feelings of overwhelmed in a joyful way, or it could be in more of a healing way. Again, take what resonates, release what doesn't around this time. But what Spirit is saying is, I keep hearing like the worst is over. So yeah, I keep hearing the worst is over and continue to rebuild. So try to rest and relax as much as you can. If you have to talk to someone who you trust, whether it's family, friends, a counselor, a therapist, a spiritual advisor, to work through some of the emotions or the changes or transitions you're experiencing, that's perfectly okay. Also, if you feel like you need to stay home and stay in bed and take some time to yourself and watch Netflix in bed or something, do that. I'm getting this energy of like a cozy rainy day in. Not saying it's gonna literally be raining for you, but that vibe where you're like, you look outside and you're like, this is a stay at home and Netflix and have good food kind of energy. I'm feeling that, like those comfort food, comfort vibes, comfort movie shows kind of vibes in and around week 3. It also might tie into family stuff. Some of you may want to be spending time or will be spending time with more family, handling family stuff, family quality time, or focusing on healing things within your family. Some of you could be planning for future family, or that could be on the mind. That could be coming up as well, family stuff. But what I'm also seeing here is message of this ain't it, and I think that's referring to the worry and anxiety part of it. So Spirit is saying if something is feeling off, if it feels like, this is not making me feel good, or this is not making me feel fulfilled, or this is stressing me out, take some time to rest, maybe spend time with family or other people you care about or that you trust, and have that comfort time. And rest and relax. Sometimes we have to rest to create before our next move, but then I feel like that rest is going to rejuvenate you to then figure out, okay, this ain't it, I don't like this vibe, but let me recover, and then I'll get moving in a new direction after that. Because I also see the message of Spirit Keeper of the West, and the vibe I'm getting from this is, okay, so what do they say? If the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, then I'm taking this to mean that something that was bothering you is beginning to set and come to a close. And also, not with the sun setting, you might think then, oh, but then the darkness comes. But it's shadow work, right? It's we find healing, we find truth, we find clarity in the darkness. So with that being said, with the sun setting, it's going to bring that transition. We need to rest. It has to, in order for life to continue to be sustained, the sun does have to set. We do have to rest. We do have to sleep. So I'm taking this to mean like, okay, slow down and take care of yourself. Slow down and focus on what's really important in your life right now, instead of worrying so much about tomorrow, or worrying about the far future, or even worrying about the past. Be present, rest and relax now, because when you're sleeping, you're in the now, you're in the present. So just relax is what's coming through. Also, all of these trees are different colors. I just heard, like, look at all the colors of change. There's so much beautiful change happening, and transition is happening, and look at how colorful things are. Like, even the different times, the different stages in our life, they're like colorful influences. Sometimes it's like a beautiful, bright, happy color. Sometimes it's more of like maybe a darker color, a darker vibe, but all of it is still very beautiful because it creates you, it creates your experiences, it creates spiritual growth, and things like that. And if you are struggling with some sort of deeper depression, especially because it's holiday time, because I just got this feeling of like somebody being really sad about something going on with family matters or friends or somebody close to them, in their life, and you're just feeling like, man, this sadness, this just ain't it. Don't beat yourself up. A lot of people struggle with holiday blues, okay? Some of you, this may even be ancestral trauma, especially if you are of an indigenous or like African or African American descent. This time of year brings up ancestral trauma, so let that out too, and educate people. And if you can, focus on the fact that let the sun set on some of that, so that we can keep moving forward in a new direction and no longer create trauma loops by feeding the same narratives over and over and over. So that is coming up as well. That was a whole lot for week 3. Let's go into week 4 for November, or whenever we see this, or whenever you see this. Truth be told, 8 of Wands. Things are picking up, things are moving forward, resolution is coming. Some of you may be receiving unexpected news. Some of you may be receiving unexpected realizations, epiphanies, feelings, intuitive guidance that's coming through. Some of you may be wanting to like get the heck out of there, get out of Dodge is what I just heard. So some of you may be like really wanting to travel, or some of you may be really wanting to move or change a location from a job or a home, or just get out of Dodge and just go somewhere else for a while, and that's okay. Some of you may have that feeling. There's a lot of change happening suddenly in and around this time. So some of you may be seeing like it happening now, and some of you, this may be letting you know that there's going to be some sudden change coming up. So keep that in mind. Keep moving forward. Get on the go. I just want to see where this person is headed. I like to do that. Let's see the direction they're headed. Okay. So this person is headed towards, I'm feeling this energy of, I keep hearing genuine connections. So genuine connections, and also I'm getting this energy of support and family building, family planning, family reunions, vibes like that. For some of you, this could be genuine connections with somebody, like maybe even offering like an apology or an answer to something you've been looking for. Some of you, this may be genuine connection in terms of just someone just offering you a kindness, or maybe it's the universe offering you a breakthrough or opportunity or something you've been needing, like if it's more money or more love or whatever it is. I just feel like resolution is coming in or around the 4th week of November, or whenever you happen to see this. And if you don't see it exactly in the 4th week, then this is where things are headed. It's on the way, it's coming. Yeah, and I also feel like it's going to have a lot of us looking back to like our past in terms of like how far we've come and what we've learned and how we're growing and where we're going now. I feel a lot of that energy coming up. I'm also seeing the message of, this is funny, gossip or evil eye on the side. So if this is you, stop being a hater. Stop worrying about what other people have going on. Stop giving other people the side eye. Stop doing anything like that. Focus on you. Heal yourself so that you can now manifest the blessings that you want and deserve on your timing. But for others of you, this could be that other people may be gossiping about you on the side, or talking about you on the side, or giving you the evil eye on the side. So in other words, protect your energy, spiritually protect your energy. Time to cancel out fake friends, kind of cancel out fake struggle, fake love, and struggle love, things of like that nature. And also the message of on the side, I feel a spirit also saying to focus on maybe a side project or some of the things that you have been putting off to the side to keep building, to better your life, to keep bringing resolution, to keep moving forward. For some of you, and this is a select group review, this is a general reading, type of resonates and really so it doesn't. For some of you, if you have been wondering, does your person have someone on the side, or are you the side person? With this gossip energy and evil eye energy next to it, I would take that as yes, you are. It's a third party kind of a vibe. So keep that in mind for a select group of you, if you know who you are and you've been wondering and asking yourself that. But also, we have Sweat Lodge. So Sweat Lodge is healing. Sweat Lodge is cleansing. Sweat Lodge is going to purge out the toxins, the spiritual toxins within you, the even sometimes the physical toxins within you. It's just overall purity and cleansing and clarity and truth and answers coming to you from source, from creator. So this is about the energy of, I'm hearing purify the past and manifest the new. And also feel there being a lot of spiritual experiences coming through, like spiritual breakthroughs, spiritual experiences, spiritual knowledge, spiritual growth, spiritual research, whatever it is for you. A lot of spiritual experiences coming through in or around the 4th week of November, whenever you're seeing this. Some of you may actually be wanting to go to a sweat lodge or planning to go to a sweat lodge. And if that is you, then go ahead and do it. Take it as your sign of go ahead and doing that. But make sure that you're doing your research, that you're going about it in a proper way, in a respectful way, and from someone who is of integrity and actually of indigenous descent and knowledge and knows what they're doing. So that's what I have for you guys. If you choose to, and it's always appreciated, you could always tip by buying me a coffee. And that information is down below in the description for doing your reading today. Please subscribe, like this video, comment how it resonates with you. And if you're coming back, like if you're coming back each week to revisit, let me know how each week is playing out for you in the comments below. I really, really love that. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.